What's up, dude? It's John here for another E50 tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to be making the smoke material for our smoke grenade effect. So let's jump straight in and get going. So the first thing we're going to want to do is create a new material. And let's call that something smart, like smoke mat. Yeah, I'll recognize that. And before we get started, let's also import those other maps that we have created. Oops, I just double clicked by accident. I meant to drag in. Cool. Okay, so we are ready to get started. So the first thing we're going to want to do is give this thing a base color. And since we're going for smoke, let's hold 3 and create a sort of dusty white. That will do. Cool. And we're going to drag that into our base color. In fact, while we're here, let's set this up. Let's do additive and scroll down looking for something called tessellation. And let's turn on tessellation as well. Cool. Cool. Alright then. So let's continue. We're going to want to give this thing some like a gradient fill to sort of feather the edges out like a cloud. So let's type in gradient. If we could spell gradient, it would be radial gradient. And what we're going to want to do is we want to tweak this a bit. So I'm going to hold M to bring up my multiplier. And let's try maybe 1.4. Let's try 1.4. And multiply that with your gradient and bring you into the opacity. Cool. So that's the first part set up. Now what we're going to want to do is create the sort of bubble sort of effect, you know, the bulkiness of a cloud. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this and we are going to again create another multiply by holding M and drag off there. And this number here is really what's going to make what's really going to sort of tessellate and make it crazy, make it all bubbly and stuff. So depending on what number you type in here, you're going to get different effects. So if I type in 15, and again let's create another multiplier because we're going to want to kickstart this. So I want a vertex normal and bring all that together. And let's drag you into the displacement. Cool. With the tessellation multiplier here, we're going to want to add a number. So I'm going to hold 1 to bring up my number counter, and let's just type in, say, 10. Give that a try. Bring you up into tessellation multiplier, and we are almost done. What we've got down here is one more thing, and this is what's going to the ambient occlusion. This is what's going to give our cloud a sort of shading. And let's save and plop it onto an object and sort of see how it looks. Cool, looking pretty good in the previewer. Let's drag a sphere up and on. Sure, let's scale you up, bring you up, and drop this material on there. Alright, let's have a look. So there you go, we can see that sort of cloud shape. We can see how it no longer looks like a regular sphere, because we've got the sort of bumpy edges around it, and we've got the occlusion giving it some sort of like depth. And because we've set the gradient on the opacity, it means in some areas it's going to be more see-through than in other areas. And that looks really cool, but we're not sort of done there. I want to do one more thing, just because we're going to want this to look more dynamic. What we're going to do is we're going to get a panner. And we're going to get a rotator. Oops. And in the panner, let's set this to quite slow. Same thing with the rotator. And drag you over here like so. And drag you over here like so. And then let's hit the save button. Cool. Let's see how that looks on the material. So now what we've got is we now have a smoke cloud moving around. The speed's probably maybe a touch too high, but this is going to be what's going to form the base of our grenade. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put all of these onto a particle effect. And once we've got all these on a particle effect, we're going to spawn a couple of them and have them like sort of scale down in size, blow that a bit, and that's going to be our grenade. Cool, I hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching.